Everyone, these are not swabbing fingers.
These are swabbing fingers.
Patients coming in and they see the nurses smiling and they see the nurses happy, it makes them feel better. And if the patients are able to laugh and experience some joy from being at our testing site, I highly encourage that. Our initial reaction to being tasked with staffing the drive-through testing site was almost surreal. The conditions for the nurses on a day-to-day is very non-traditional. You're dealing with the elements. You're out there in the rain. There's been a lot of rain the past 5 weeks because we're seeing upwards to over 100 to almost 200 patients a day sometimes. People are very fearful when they come to get tested, but the staff do a really good job at relieving their anxiety, relieving their stress. Testing is staffed by the pool nurses of Jefferson. Pool nurses typically fill in staffing gaps in the hospital, so they go to areas where there is needed, where they're short a nurse. So it's kind of this ironic paradox that these nurses who don't typically work together, in a time when people are asked to kind of stay socially isolated or socially distant, they were brought together to work as a team for the first time. The dancing all started because we were honestly just trying to stay warm. It was a very cold and windy day when we did our first dance. But also we discovered that it was really kind of just making us feel better as far as alleviating our anxieties and the staff's fears, kind of jumping around, dancing around. And that's really important because you have to recognize how you feel about a certain situation as a healthcare worker, because you need to take care of yourself first in order to be able to take care of your patients.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
We were just blown away that Ciara actually acknowledged us. Her message is exactly what we're trying to do, especially with that song. You might be scared, you might have hit a rough patch, had a difficult day, but you need to level up. We are nurses, we are proud to be nurses, we are proud to be taking care of people. And although that looks a little different right now, we're still going to level up and we're going to do our job. If you just do little actions full of love, the results are endless with what you can obtain or how you can affect people.